Yay, yay, yay. Right. Fixed. Morning, Peter. Morning, morning. Interesting stay. We could go on another bullish run, but we've feels like momentum's starting to run out right on the bullish run, so maybe it'll be a New York reversal. So let's just put an anchor up so we know what we've got. Ooh, could table it. No, I'll just use anchor. So we've got white is 2 minute. It's 5. So previous day alpha box, 6 hour, 6 hour, Friday 6 hour, right? We open, take the low of the 15, start bearish structure. Reject, and then we start to put in our bottom. You can see here the 2 minute starts to flip, and then we get a new 6 hour, right? And you can see we hold it, liquidity grab, and away. So the market structure, it's been something I've been wanting to build for a while. This is just early stages. So we've just taken the 15 minute, sorry, we've just taken the 5 minute, 15 minutes, putting it to low. Here's the 15 minute high. So if we're going to continue on with our bullish move, then we expect to come up to the high. Morning, Aaron. Hope everyone's had a nice weekend. Let's have a look at gold. Very bearish. So when we get both trend AIs aligned, this can be an indication of the type of trendy market that their market structure. So it's multi-time frame market structure. So it's been the job I've been working on over the weekend. Now we've done a lot of the other filters. Market structure was the last one. So we're nearly there now. Just needs to put together as a actual usable indicator, if you like, across all of them. There's a lot more I'm not showing at the moment. So white is your 2 minute, orange is your 5 minute, blue is your 15 minute, right? So here's our 15 minute, you can see, right? So we failed to take the low on the 15 minute, but we've just put in another 15 minute low, right? So we failed to take the low, failed to take the high. So gold might be just putting in, you basically find yourself in a range with gold, right? So when that happens, we're just waiting. We're still bearish, but we just failed to take the low. So it can be sometimes that this is going to be your draw on liquidity, right? So in our structure, and we'll come up. The only thing is, we haven't got much in the way of alpha boxes. So we've got this 6 hour, this 6 hour. So if we're going to come up, I think it's going to be quite a high drive, maybe back to the daily. Do do do. So you can see trend AI is just starting to go red. Want this hour to finish to confirm that. We are under the zero line. We have a strong bearish hour. See, we're just about to confirm a low. So you can see we've come below and we're starting to come above the alpha box. So potentially we'll want to see, or we'll see whether we go to here, and then we're still within this range, right? And then we'll look at a potential continuation. Obviously, if we get a strong push through and switch bullish, then we'll look for that grab of liquidity. Wait for everything to align. So NQ's up at the daily. This will be interesting. So you can see this is our, we've come up at a high, right? And we start our pullback. So we start taking lows, and we take our high, which is our first indication that this is our potentially, this is our bottom, right? For the 15 minute, we start putting in a consolidation, and now we break up. We failed so far to come up. So is it due for a bigger pullback? Current daily is bearish, but we just have taken the high on the day. This is the current high. Did we close above? Yeah. We are using candle confirmation, so we need to have a full candle close. We'll watch this. Morning. So prime time to trade. So if you want to find when's the best time to trade, is when you've got both trend AIs aligned. That's like going to be some of your stronger market, right? You have to remember that all trends fail at some point, right? So both come aligned, we get a nice trend, then obviously we'll level out. I'm just going to turn off the lines. Right, we go bearish, bearish. We get a nice bearish trend. And then when you've got both, it can be a little bit choppy. But yeah. This is almost like, yeah, if you want to wait for best conditions, wait for these things to align, and you should be able to find yourself a nice trade. Alternatively, obviously, we still use the methods that we've got to find trades. It's just these are like your optimal times. All this will be put into an one indicator confluence table. So we take the low, right? So potentially we could look for a return here. We're very bullish. So I'm not super keen on it. Our hourly is here. We are bullish on higher time frame as well. Below the EMAs, while being bullish, give me some great entries. EMAs are bullish, below. Sling yourself back up. Here's the only one there, we got that transition out of it. but there can be some great entries at and around, or in a very strong trend, right? So red, very strong trend, some great trades, and then we switch. We go very strong bullish trend, great trade, still very bullish, and then we switch and go back bullish, and then we're still just chopping. Just gonna hide that for now. It doesn't need to be on the chart all the time. So what we're looking for, so here's our 5-minute range. Here's our low. Here's our high. So areas potentially we could look for buys from. We're bullish on the 5-minute. Could wait for the 2-minute to create structure like this. Look for a clean rejection. Wait for a new hour. Let's just check our... I've already set it up right for this morning. Okay, so far today, high and low data has been pretty even. Bearish has been good for delivery. Of the 5 bearish hours we've had, 4 of them had their low in the last 10 minutes. Bullish has been a little bit more messy. As you can see, we've been in this correction coming down, which is why often when we are with the trends, when we are with direction of price, the data will be cleaner because price is moving cleaner in that direction. And often when we're correcting in the opposing direction, this is where your highs and lows can be a little bit messier. Morning. This is always the long-term idea, obviously, that the algo would tell you. You'd be able to look at what phase we're in, and then it would say what the probability of those phases are for bullish and bearish. So corrective bearish, what the high and low data look like, all that sort of stuff long-term. But you can see it happening now, right? We've been more bearish from a time point of view today. And when we have been bearish, it's been cleaner delivery. This is the only real good push up that we had. That was at 1 hour. Otherwise, hours have been very similar to this, as where the bearish ones... This is a bit of a messy one, but this one was nice and clean. So yes, we're inside this current 5-minute range, right? It's our 5-minute low, it's our 5-minute high. We've just taken our 2-minute low, meaning we're starting a bearish pullback. So we can expect the bearish pullback to be within this time frame. Here's our 6-hour alpha box. It's down here. We had a really nice first hour. We took the high, meaning we expect this to be our low. We came down, beautiful tap. That would have been a great trade. Even to the next alpha box, right? That'd have been a nice trade. Difficult one to enter because of this candle. It's a scary candle, right? not sure I'd be apprehension on that one either. But, you know, context-wise, you take this low. Sorry, you take this high. We don't close above, which is a shame as well. But we expect, yeah, for the hour, there's a good probability this is in, especially if we're going to go bullish. So we've had a really big run, right, on the 6 hour. This is our previous 6 hour. So we've taken the high of our previous 6 hour. Let's have a look at gold stats. All right. Pretty good at gold. Pretty good. Pretty all-rounding, really. So 66%, 60% in the first 10 minutes. We can both see they're well over 70% in the first 20 minutes on bearish highs and lows. And deliverability's been good as well. 66%, 60% in the last 10 minutes. Bearish being a little bit better, that you've had all of your distribution in the last half an hour, which is what we want to see. So gold looking good. Gold is bearish at the moment. This is our 6 hour. Obviously you can see it's bearish on all of the market structure anyway, but this is our current 6 hour, right? So we took the low of our 6 hour here, came back up, started a new hour, come back, and then came nicely to a previous 6 hour, right? And then we've started another hour and flipped bullish. What we've also done is put in our 5 minute low here, and there'll be a 5 minute here and here. Just the 15 minute is overriding it. So right now we've got our structure, we've gone bearish, we've retraced. So from the 5 minute point of view, potentially we're not expecting this high to go, but we have failed to take the low as well, right? So if you see these structures, we come up, take the high, put in a low, take the high, come up, fail to take the high, put in a new high, and then take the low, and we start that. It's that stall which this market structure shows you, the stalling of price. So again, we've come down, we've come up, and we've stalled, failed to continue on that trend. So we're just, now we need to be a little bit careful. Are we gonna have a little bit of a messing around, right? Here's our colors. White is 2 minute, orange is 5, blue is 15. This morning I'm going to focus on getting my head in the right way. It's obviously the weekend. Make sure I'm looking at price the right way. CL deliverability's been poo. Highs and lows have been good. Deliverability poo. Which makes sense since really where we started. Currently bearish. We have put in a 15 minute low, and there's our 15 minute high. So if we take this low, that could be a good trade, right? We take that 15 minute low, we'll confirm bearish, tap back up, continuation onto here. Interesting. So what do we like more? What a question. What do we like more? Gold is in a sequence 1 bullish. Higher time frame is bearish. 2 hour is bullish. And we are corrective bullish as well. So algo's not going to help us in the current hour. Structurally, we're still bearish. So even on the 2 minute, right, we haven't put in a 2 minute high. If this comes down a bit, this will be our new 2 minute high. So potentially this could be our lower high on our 2 minute. I mean, it'd be a pretty clean conversion if this is the pullback. Usually you get a little bit more messing around, right? Usually it's a little bit more messy than that. We did do this liquidity grab here though. So this is the entry for me that on that side of it. It's that first indication. It's a shame we didn't put in a low here. Otherwise we'd have had a break. But we've had that break here. Don't you be coming here on a Monday morning with your stupid shorts on, eating smelly food.
Morning to you too.
Alright. Nice to see you.
Well, clearly not.
On NQ, on gold was that, Aaron? Yeah. Just trapped. And the algo flipping, right? Hour's currently bullish, so if we wanted to take that short, we'd really want to see another, wait for the next hour to start. It's only 5 minutes away, right? And then see that reversal on the 5 minute. The only thing I would say is obviously our 6 hour is bearish. So this is our current 6 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got 2 hours left. So this is our high. We've taken the low. So, you know, there's a very, very high probability of this being our high for the 6 hour on gold. Just might be we need to have a little bit more messing around before that potential. The main thing to always remember is your candle structure on gold. Yeah, like candle structure is like fundamental in what we're doing. So 6 hour candle being bullish, 6 hour candle being bearish, right? New hour candle being bearish is sometimes just to get what you need. You just need to see change in the candle. Doesn't mean you can't get it on the candle. It's just the kind of trade that you're looking for. If it's bullish, often you don't get. I mean, like, this is a good example, right? Goes bullish, we hold, and then right at the end, we just lose it. Obviously, the next hour, that's the kind of trade that we'd want. That sort of drop, tap, go. It's just a bit close, but that's basically what you're waiting for. If we're going to go bearish, seeing that that hour go. Or if you're on a higher time frame, say like you're on the 6 hour, then use a 3 hour to see how the second half of the 6 hours going, right? Are we potentially reversing? Is that 3 hour gone bearish? So look, 1, 2, 3. This is our current 3 hour, right? When this hour's finished, well, we're already what? When did we take that? So 3 hour, 20. So yeah, if we take the low, we've already got good probability of this being our high. You just want a little bit more. When do we take this lion? 50 minutes. So segment 1 is 40 minutes, right? So we've taken the low of segment 1. So it's not a super high probability, but good probability that this is our current high. Yeah. Yeah, I think having a mechanical entry is really, really good. Forces you to wait for that same setup. It's one of the reasons why we're building out signals, so that the mechanical entry can be. T's a huge Liverpool fan, so it was a big weekend for him.
I will fucking knock you out. Talk about that shag from me. Fairness, I have been to Anfield more than you, so.
Yeah, it's true. And you've also been to the no, to the fans club.
But it's a pub.
Full of for Liverpool fans. Yeah. It's not like there's thousands or hundreds, even tens of people in the chat. Do we have any football fans watching? Anyone watch football? New 1 hour. So remember, this is our range. No. Yes, golf. Oh my god. I'm going to say it. Feyenoord. Is that right? Feyenoord.
Oh my god.
What is wrong with you? Why have you got to talk? Why you got to be like that?
You're embarrassing.
I am embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Only one of the biggest football clubs ever.
It's Aaron's team.
Feyenoord is huge.
Peter's golf. Peter, we are literally
We're not.
not even 5 minutes walking from a golf course.
I could throw me throw me monitor to it.
That'd still get closer than you to the pin. And we still haven't been. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, so I apologise. Arnie Slot. Ernie? Arn.
You've just proven everything.
What?
It's your manager.
Oh, right, okay.
Wow.
I'm not a big football follower.
There we go.
No.
Ever again.
Yeah, but it's
Ever again.
it's top in. Yeah.
Ever again. It's your manager.
It's because I'm always working.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's because you're a shit football fan.
I'm always working.
And you're born at Everton.
Oh my god. You did that. You literally waited to do that on purpose. You're so loud. What did Laura say? She agrees. Are you wearing that today? You had to come in wearing your football shirt today. So, does Laura agree?
Mm-hmm.
Did she notice it after, or did she always notice?
She always knows, but she's also an argumentative little trout. Man.
I can't say that about your wife.
You can't. Both of them.
Right, do you want to go way outside and I'll, just in case there's a fire, and I'll...
No, I'm having to the table and pray.
New candle. Starting off bearish. I'm interested to see if we take this low. So we are under the zero line. So gold's a lot cleaner than NQ from a short point of view. And if you were just taking it in between alpha boxes, there's your two. So there's your 15-minute range, right? 15-minute top, blue to blue. Wrong way around. Right. There's your alpha box in the middle, just above. So if we're expecting a retracement after we come down, we start, you can see the orange, right? Bearish, continuation, flip bullish, alpha box to alpha box. Now we're potentially at a position where this might be the reversal. And we start that process. So it's just is this. Are we going to take these lows? Just, we failed to do it here. We failed to come lower. It's just so... Are these highs just getting set up to get taken? Don't know. Don't know. Don't get me wrong, this little move from here to here was a good trade. We're under the zero line. We haven't yet. We've got more momentum. We've got more bearishness to us to just immediately reverse, and we have come above, failed, and then come on lower. So let me just get rid of that. Right, so we started that retracement back, came back under the 0 line. It's just now, if we come up and do that, that could be really interesting, because then we switch lower time frame market structure, and it could be a return to the daily. Still bearish on the hour though, right? There goes NQ. Much more conviction in this. Let's see if we can avoid any unannounced news this morning. Bless you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we're getting close to potential opportunity for a trade. Free account. And you'll trade a whole month with me on YouTube. Which free account? What free account do you want? Gideon? Which free account, buddy? MaxAlgo account? FTMO 100k. Any? How you doing anyway, Gideon? HSBC.
No, did you?
I'll even throw in my wife. You can have her for a month. I'd like to say she's good at cooking. She doesn't do any cooking. I do all the cooking.
You don't stop.
No, she's lovely.
Stop.
Yeah, man, I'm good. Thank you very much. Weekend was nice. Had no rain, which is a huge thing. Sad. Oh man, I'm sorry. So nice tap off the hourly. 12 minutes in, we've taken the low, giving us an early indication. The stats on gold were good, weren't they? Stats were good this morning on gold. Yeah, so of the of the 5 bearish hours we've had, 60% have had their high in the first 10 minutes. And so yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. Ah, no, she does now and again. We got 4 kids. It's there's a lot going on. I love cooking as well. If we weren't sat on this box, liking. So what do you think, Gideon? What's your outlook on gold and NQ this morning? Yeah, sure. Nice bounce. Above the zero line, remember? Let's see if our hourly high holds. Current 6 hour is bullish. We've got 1 more hour after this until our 6 hour completes. You're not trading this week? Over there. A little giggle party.
Yeah.
Just to yourself.
Yeah, but
There is a lot of chop. There is a lot of chop. Now, gold is potential. Let me say that again. Gold. We just need gold to confirm a transition at the top, and then we could have a nice bearish trend. See where I went wrong here? This trade was okay. Should have been out of this. What am I waiting for? Well, this could have been, right? See if I've got any more. 6 hours. No. Down here. Hello. It's loading. No. Bam, bam, bam. See, for me, I'd rather take it under rather than on top of it, and that's what's stopping me with that trade. Is we're sat on top of it, right? Rejection, rejection. I'd rather take it under, reject, and then that, even if it was that same entry, that would be the same entry underneath. We've not yet confirmed the transition, so I said we need to confirm the transition. So our market structure is bullish on NQ. We're above the zero line, which is bullish. We have been a little bit chopped because of how we've been moving up, right? Very strong movements up. And then a bit of chop. A bit of chop. So we made new highs, but wasn't conviction in this high. Wasn't like these moves up. You can see this transition didn't last very long. And same thing again. So I'm getting below this level and coming under these. If we go bearish, could potentially be nice trade. So our market structure is 5 minute here, 5 minute here. So it's bullish. Our 2 minute is just flip bearish. So the white is 2 minute and the blue is 15 minute. Our blue is here. So this is our 15 minute low. So if we were to take that low and come under and then re-tap in, obviously all the market structure would shift bearish, and that's where potentially we could look to take out this low. Let's just have a check on gold. So with gold in almost a similar position, but bullish side of it, we've gone bearish on our 15-minute market structure, right? 15 high, 15 high. Then we failed to take the low. So when this came down here, we came up, it confirmed the low. We failed to take it. And then we failed to take the high, which just puts us inside this indecision. Ultimately, we're still bearish. However, it does feel like we're lining up for these liquidity levels to go as well. Good potential for that, right, would be seeing price come up now. And then like that, potential return to the daily, at least maybe these highs or into here. You can see we've got a new 5 minute low, 5 minute high. So if we were to come up and take this, we would switch both 2 minute and 5 minute bullish. Lots of indecision inside of there, right? Morning! Hi, Dean. Yo. We were just congratulating some of the football fans. So T is a huge Everton fan. It's very quiet this morning. Don't know why. Not talking.
Not taking shit off you. Didn't even know your manager's name.
I'm not taking shit. I'm just saying. Big news today. I mean, I'll talk about other big news if you want. No need for that.
Lots of need.
Okay, let me just find some other big non-political news that's interesting. There you are, positive news. Yep. It ended in 2024. No more happy news articles since then.
No, all gone.
Fuck. That's right. Today we trade.
It's actually International Health and Safety at Work Day.
Is it International Health and Safety at Work Day?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's not us.
Welcome to the chat, Abraham. I am cooking, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Abraham okay?
Abraham is okay. There's nothing wrong with Abraham. It's just looking out for me. Do you know what? We should start a banter. We should have, like, literally come in and give as much abuse as you can.
No thanks.
No? Okay. Only on the condition that I get to give it back as well, though. Your mum is so fat. Bring out the old school jokes. Come on. Do do do. So I'm ideally waiting. CL's come under. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting.
Yes, Aaron.
Hey, well done, mate. Congratulations. I want to see if CL takes this low. This is why this is confirmation. In my chat. But we are bullish. I like. Current 6 hours gone bearish, right? So here's our current 6 hour start. 1, 2, 3. We take the low, confirming this is potentially our high, and then we flip bearish. But our market structure is bullish, so potentially we're just inside this range. So we need to see this low go, which then gives us confirmation of the low going. Then we'd also get a new 6 hour. We get a new 6 hour candle, and then we can see the same thing again. Got this range. I'm gonna come check Euro now. That was nice. I mean, like, very nice. Right? Come down, take out the lows, structurally bearish. This is our 3 hour. We take the low of the 3 hour, you see the 360, meaning this we expect to be our 3 hour high. We get a new hour start, first 20 minutes of the hour, confirm bearish, tap back into the current hour, nice trade down to the previous hour, alpha box. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Tell me that's what you just took, Aaron. Was that the trade? Bearish, bearish. Nice bearish trend. Under the zero line, I mean, there's literally everything. Literally everything. Under the 6 hour, under the daily, come below the alpha boxes. First 20 minutes confirms bearish. Tap back in. Return to previous hourly alpha box. It is as beautiful as you get. It was entry at the 6 hour pair, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Great trade, mate. That's what we wait for. Everything, everything. Amazing. Beautiful. And that's kind of what I wait for with gold and NQ. Just that little bit more confirmation. We're being watchful of NQ, of CL, right? Because although we're nice and bearish within this point here, higher time frame is currently bullish. Nice bounce from this previous 6 hour. Yeah, I like the 6 hours. I really like the 6 hour boxes. Yeah. That was a nice trade. Entry was too big for me. Here was the entry for me. Halfway down already. And I don't think there was on the 2 minute, no. But it was beautiful rejections from the current 6, and the same thing. I mean, I like, this is where I actually like the trade. It's this trade here. If I'd wanted to take gold, I like it here in this hour, where we take out that 6 hour low, confirming our high, also switch bearish. I love this. Coming under the zero line. That's my trade. And we can see that same thing happening again and again. Right, current 6 hour. We take the low, confirming this is our high. Switch market structure. Be an hourly up here, and then bam, down we come. And then we start a new 6 hour. And switch bullish. And we start a new 6 hour and switch bearish. Right? And then we start a new 6 hour and we've continued bearish. But we still haven't taken our previous 6 hour low. So we're just watching. Because we failed to take that low, and now we've got this indecision and indecision here as well between these two orange, right? This is why we were being careful with NQ, because we're above the zero line. Current hour was bearish. Nice tap down from into the previous 6 hours box, right, from Friday. Held nicely as support and resistance. New hour started bearish. We've just been bouncing between. Maybe this correction is over. We might see continuation. It's a hard trade to take. It's in the middle of no, just in between. So I've just reduced the time frame on the market structure to the lower time frame to 1 minute, just to see where our 1 minute high is, which is here. I knew we'd put in some sort of leveling off. Just wondering if potentially we could, I mean, even a return back, just like that, to this previous hour. I do think that there is probability to continue, because we are bullish, right? It's just... Okay, so we confirm that and switch bullish on them all. I don't think this is probably going to come back. It's probably just going to go from here back to 2 minute. Do. I think it's coming back. Back to the daily. Really wanted to see that entry there. It just didn't come back. So this is what we were waiting for with NQ. Because we were bullish, just waiting for the lower time frames to level out. Not fast enough. What the fuck is going on? Just making the best of that. Ah, man. Is the S clean? We've come below the box. I'm happy to give it a go. If we come back above now, it's fine. Just interested to see whether we can carry on down with our structure. On the 1 minute, could have got in here. On the 1 minute, this would have been the entry on the 1 minute. This candle. Still a bit close, but you can see we've had this correction here. So we're looking for continuation. Actually do like that. So bearish fair value gap here, right, which we've tapped out of. Oh, well. We had a bullish one here, which we came under. We've still got a VIB here that's left open, so be careful on that one. It's filled. That's open as well. Right. Once it's breaking below this, Possible target here, or looking for lows, or looking for around here. But again, got our first area here. Risk off. I don't want to see it come back all the way back up now. We've done that retest here, right? So we came back. That was the retest. We came below, closed below this fib. I don't want to see price come all the way back up. Now we can just, job done. Where we are now, oh yeah. See this fib here? This is what we wanted price to hold against. Right? So when we came under it, we just want price to stay below it, right? We've got one open down here. But look, we've broke under, retested. So we want continuation now. We want continuation. We don't want chop. We get chop, that's fine, but we're just not risking. We got in a little later on the trend, right? Here, instead of here. There you go, we're taking out on break even. Once we broke below, we didn't want to see price come back above. Off our limits. Got to work hard for another entry again now. So I was concerned about us, the fact that we failed to take the low here, and then we've done the same again. We failed to take the high, and we kind of create this range. So wanted to see these go to give us confirmation. But let's see. So we've inversed this fair value gap here, which we definitely don't want to see if we were going short. Going to be interesting. Did say I feel like potentially with us failing to take this low on the blue, blue's our 15-minute structure, that we could be coming back to the daily or even using these as liquidity. We are bearish and we are below, so this is more biased than exactly what price is doing. Price is showing very bearishness. New hourly candle. We never got the tap back for that trade, so that never happened. Oh, CL. We're at the lows. Well spotted on that 4-hour box, Aaron. Need to see a close below to confirm that. Yeah. So our new 1 hour is here. It's the last hour of this 6 hour. Just wondering if we're going to return back. Here's our current 4 hour. That was a nice trade. No entry for me there though. It was too no structure in the rejection, but still nice rejection, right? 4 hour comes down, takes the low, taps back. We don't come back and take the current 4 hour low or the current 6 hour low. That's what we were looking for, that initial flip and then continuation. So alpha boxes, these are candle structure, right? It's you're trading support and resistance based on the current candle structure of price. Doesn't even make sense, that probably, but that's what it is. It's your 4-hour structure.
No, Aaron. You will wait.
It's difficult to put.
Yo.
No, it's difficult to put dates on exact, right? Because we want it to be released in a position of. Because as soon as we release it, it's how do we use it? Do you have any more videos? So it's not just a case of giving early access and then nothing happens, like it was with alpha boxes, right? We gave alpha boxes early, and it's all on how do we use it, what do they do. So it's got to be done in the right format. What I will say is we're working on it every day, 24, you know, like literally every day, Saturday, Sunday.
Very soon.
But it'll be released when I look at it and go, yep, we can use that. We can look at that very easily, get it and use it. Which is what I understand the little bit more sort of understanding of alpha boxes, but yeah, that was the reason why we released it. I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? We come above, test, retest, support and resistance kind of sort of idea. But I understand this. It's more than that. It's the understanding. You guys have been here a long time, so you understand like the foundation of what MaxAlgo is built on, which is the formation of a candle. Where's our highs? Where's our lows? And then all the support and resistance fits around that as well. Previous levels then become areas where price can reject from. So this is our current 4-hour. That was our previous 4-hour. And those two levels, Aaron, you know, quite rightly so, you often get, when you go bearish, a return to this previous 4 level. It's important. So algo on the hourly switching bullish. Ooh. We're still on the 1 minute on our market structure. So we've just wicked the high. If I was to turn off motherfucker, candle closures, you'll see that the 1 minute's now gone bullish, as that wick would have confirmed it. However, right, so wicks confirming changes. I mean, this is, to be fair, it's much better for you guys to see this actually. I took the lines off not being so busy. So when we took that short on gold, literally just probably shy of hitting that level. Do we? Yeah, look, we were just shy. Oh, actually to the tick. So if I'd have had the first TP on there, we'd have just probably just taken those profits off at that point. So you can see this doesn't count as a break, as we didn't close above, but you can use it as early confirmation. If you tick off that, and it'll use wicks as confirmation. But then it doesn't help you with liquidity grabs, right? So like here we're bearish, tap it, don't take it, come down. You can't see my top trend AI because it's just weak. It's been weak on the bullish side, weak on the bearish side. But it has confirmed bearish in line with the lower time frame. So I am excited about potential shorts today on gold. NQ back up into the daily now, flipping bearish. Still in structure. Right, here's our 1 minute structure. We can change this back to 2 minute just to give it a little bit of space. And our 2 minute aligns with our 5 minute at the moment, right? So currently bearish on the 2 minute, which we've come up to, rejecting from here, which could be an indication that maybe the 5 minute low is going to go. Maybe. We're 11 minutes in. So we've got our high and low for the hour. Still above the zero line, which is why potentially we're still putting in this correction if we are going to go bearish. We've got 1 more hour to finish our 6 hour. That'll be a really, really good indication if NQ is going to go bearish. Is the 6 hour alpha box will go bearish as well. I'll reduce our 6 hours if it makes sense to. I'm reducing the wrong wall. Hang on. Okay, that's a little bit cleaner. So you can see this is our current 6 hour box here, right? So we've been bullish. If we're going to go bearish, new 6 hour will start, and then potentially you could take a trade back to the previous 6 hour. Obviously, you've got levels in between. You can see how this level has been a pivot point for price. Potential. Is that going to be the point to send us back? Maybe. out of the daily. Didn't the daily switch bullish? We did take the high. We do this, it's going to be reduced risk. Let's have a look. Blah, 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 blah. No. Price bounces. We've got 5 more minutes until our 20 minutes is up. 20 minutes is a key pivotal time. Data hasn't been as clean on NQ either today, so let's just show you that, right? So this is showing the high and low data. Actually has been alright for NQ. So we can see that when we've been bullish, 60% of the time our low's been in the first 10 minutes, and when we've been bearish, the last 6 bearish candles, 66% of the time it's been in the first 10 minutes. And delivery for the bearish side's been really good, 83% in the last 10 minutes as well, where we've had our low. So if this is going to be a bearish candle, right? This is our segment 1, first 10 minutes. You can see we took the low on the 11 minute, which meaning that our bullish low would be in segment 2, which has happened 40% of the time, right? Today, this is today's stats. Today. Let's just check on CL. Oh. Hide the stats. Hide the trade. So we have taken the low on CL. And we have just started to do the initial transition as bearish. But we might just see a bit of a retracement now, so as we've taken that low, right? This is looking a bit so here's our next level. It's our bearish fair value gap. Motherfucker. Yay. See, I don't like, I mean, obviously we've just taken the low of the hour, so we've switched our hour bearish. Motherfucker. Tap that. Don't want to see that go. I'm just going to play this with a bigger stop. I'm playing the higher time frame trend. In-house coming down. Move. Quite happy with the high there. Playing on that 4 hour, aren't I? I turned off the 4 hours. Hey. It's 23 minutes in, so this is what I'm playing. This is the current hour low. We've taken the current hour low. 20 minutes has been in, and we've taken it 20 minutes in. The current data today shows that when we've been bearish, 60, 70, 75, 80% of the time within the 20 minutes we've had our high. Bullish, 20 minutes as well. All of our bullish lows have been in the first 20 minutes. So we've just taken the low, which means the bullish low isn't in the first 20 minutes. Obviously it can still go bullish and me be wrong. But I'm just using that kind of how today's been. Recent price action. What probability is showing me today. I don't like this. But that's why I've gone for a bigger stop, just to kind of give myself a little bit of room. I've not liked the structure and the way that we've kind of been failing to follow through with our bearish. So here, this was our, we failed to take the low, so we came back up here on the 15 minute, the blue dot, failed to take a low, came back up, and then we've come down again. The orange has been same as well. We have gone bearish on structure. It's just feels like, rather than is, right, feels like this is our liquidity and that we're going to come up back through. But right now, I've got bearishness. Bearish hour. That's why I reduce risk, because I don't love the trade. But I do like more of, if we are going to go bearish, a potential run at these liquidity levels below. We just need to be careful around these liquidity levels if we do take them, right? Just in case we snap back. Back at that Vib. Go, go, go. Whoa, there's a snapback. No, risk off. Yeah, quick one. Nice 2-hour trade. Well done, mate. You had a tighter stop than me. Told you when we take these levels, we just need to be careful. So you could have taken profits here. I want to see that Vib hold up again. Right, no, do not go back above it. Use it as resistance. Push yourself down. That's the one. Next level, another tap. Want to see it close through. Push, 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 push. Reward the process, not the result, right? We waited. Patience. You can't sit in the back there. You can't just keep scalping away at me. Like, just little laughing away. Say nothing. And then just start giggling.
Okay, Buddha.
Listen. I am very focused. Don't cause ripples. See what I have to put up with my trading? Him in the back. If it had used a bit more contracts, I'd have definitely taken some off it, but I'm not taking any off for $20. It's not happening. What I'm looking for is, if if we're going to go, I'm expecting us to go and take these levels, right, and come down here. Otherwise, I'm expecting a reversal, and I will look for a trade later once we've taken out all these levels and potentially a reversal. So this could just be liquidity grab reversal. I'm happy to take a $10 loss and just cover that whole candle. Yes, Vib. Remember, we've got this other Vib down here still open.
Yes. One down.
It's not on this time frame. It's on the 5 minute, if you're asking me. Andy, there is no gap there. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe it was on that one. Maybe it was on gold, on GC instead of MGC. But there is one there as well. That. Nice. Well done, Dean. Well done, Aaron. Winning. That's what we like. So we're starting to get all of our logic together, right? We've got our alpha boxes, we've got our overall directional trends, we're starting to pull that kind of confluence together, algo, it's all coming together. Right? Nice rejection off the 1 hour. First 20 minutes is bearish, we take the low of the first 20 minutes. Statistical data today has been what? Bang on. Let's look at where we expect our deliverability to be on gold. Okay, so 66% of the time in a bearish hour we've had our low in the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes is... Well, let's take the last 20 at least. Is here. So this is a dangerous point for the trade, right? We've taken the low, and a lot of the times when we've taken a low, if we're not going to go like strongly bearish, you can see we're failing to close below on the 2 minute. That potentially that could be the liquidity grab, and then you reversal up. So this is why we use these levels as not just areas to take profit, areas to manage risk. Oh, fuck it, I am going break even. I don't want to see us come back above that VIB. See how we've closed below it each time. We're rejected, we're rejected, we're rejected, right? When we were here, that is what I said I wanted to see. I wanted to see price come below and reject it. So when we're rejecting like this and then taking the lows, coming back above here is not a good sign for the potential of the trade, right? We've got a lot of bearishness on gold today. It is just my opinion from price action that we look like potential for taking out these highs. That's all, because of the way that we failed to take the lows here and here. Now we have taken, still haven't taken it, sorry. We've just wicked it. Right, so I've got confirmation set that price has to close below a level for it to confirm So like here, we didn't flip bullish at that point, did we? That was a liquidity grab and a continuation. So here, if we want price to go bearish, we want to see a close below. Still no guarantee when it does. Same thing here, like we close below and then we react off it, right? But that's just because it's a higher time frame, near to a higher time frame low. We take the low. Yes, Daniel. Can we get come on?
7R.
Let's give it for Daniel. Give him some love.
Well done, mate.
Do you know what, Daniel? He doesn't even say that for me ever, so it means a lot coming from T.
7R on the S. That's fucking brilliant.
That's a crazy trade. Ah, lovely. Man, you must have nailed your entry. Well done, bud. You deserve a round of golf. Great trade. So remember, we took the high on NQ and in ES actually. Sorry, did both. Nice tap back in and continuation. Be interesting to see what NQ does around the highs and around the gap. Just with gold. It's going to be an interesting new 6-hour open. Interesting new 6-hour open. Is our 6-hour gold going to open bullish? Is our 6-hour NQ going to open bullish? Is the first hour of NQ going to go bullish, flip bearish? Yes, Aaron. Great start to the week. Finish for the day. Well done, buddy. Log off.
Have a great day, Aaron.
Well done, buddy. Let me just turn our stats off. Thanks for coming on, Aaron. Always, buddy. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Get back below. Yep, see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I can play out and I can join you. Otherwise, I should be walking away with my 2 BEs. But 2 BEs are better than no losses. And I'm happy the way I managed it.
2 Bs are better than no losses.
Yeah. Is that not right?
2 Bs are better than no losses.
Yeah.
Exactly the same, really.
Oh, is it? Two B's are better than no loss, should I say.
No, these are better than 2 losses.
2 losses, that's better, yeah. Hey him, hey you. Who was it? I put on silent. Oh, come on. Oh. Right, okay. Right, guys. I'm going to have to call the stream. Hopefully this trade plays out. I hope you've had a good morning. And I'll see you in the Discord. I think everyone's done. We've had a great morning. I'll catch you tomorrow. Otherwise, obviously, I'll be in the chat in the Discord. And thanks very much for joining. Same time tomorrow. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.